So you guys asked for it, so it is back. I'm doing another video where I react to some of your comments. You know, I might answer a few questions, I might show some funny comments. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to pick out a few comments and then we're going to go through those. Onyx asks, mild versus wake back to bed. So I think actually wake back to bed tends to have like better overall success. So that's kind of what I would recommend to people. To most people, but for me personally, I prefer mild massively. I struggle to fall asleep if I get up out of bed, so wake back to bed rarely ever works for me anymore. So I basically don't use it at all. If I want to use one of those techniques, I'll use mild. Mehdi says that he took the chance to speak to his subconscious mind in a lucid dream and his subconscious mind took on the form of an elephant. What could that possibly mean? Well, the thing that I always suggest in this kind of situation is to ask yourself what you feel that it means, because what you feel that it means is your subconscious. So if your subconscious is creating the dreams and your subconscious feels that, you know, an elephant represents this, then guess what? It's probably exactly what the dream was representing. So what do you feel that elephant represents? That said, for me, elephants are kind of associated with like memory and wisdom. You know, there's that whole an elephant never forgets thing. So that's actually a really fitting representation of your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind does store a whole lot of information that consciously you might have forgotten, but that your subconscious mind has remembered completely. I've been studying so hard that when I close my eyes, I just see equations. So I literally just did a video about this subject. It's called the Tetris Effect, and basically when you do something for long periods of time, you can literally just start seeing it behind your closed eyes or start noticing it everywhere. And I did a video about this, and I think it's called The Time That I Dreamt in Blocks or something like that. Obviously I'm not an elephant because I do forget, and I don't quite remember exactly what the title was, but I think it was something like that. Just go to my videos and look through my recent videos and you'll definitely find it. Hold up a second, is that the same guy from the elephant question? I can't believe you've done this, Mehdi. I thought we were friends. I feel betrayed now. Wow, this is quite the wall of text, so I thought I would just look through it and see what I can pick out that really stands out. If you've seen my video with that message that I got sent about lizard men and mind control and stuff, this kind of seems like it's written by the same kind of person. So let's look at some snippets. From ages past, Satan also used necromancy productively. Did he? Is that actually something in the Bible? Because I don't recall ever hearing about this, that Satan was a necromancer. Are we talking actual Satan here, or is this just a guy that you play D&D with? Okay, let's scroll down a bit. Satan initiated the groundwork back in the 19th century by helping Darwin write his book. So what you're telling me is this guy is not only a necromancer, but he's also a successful author. Don't worry guys, I'm sure it starts making more sense after this bit, so let's go down a bit more. Demons will then appear and intervene as aliens of peace. Satan will shapeshift UFOs over the survived cities as demon hybrids relate with men on land. Religious institutions to dissolve away as the nation's aliens commence and reform a global alliance. Now I don't know about religious institutions, but I could definitely feel a few brain cells dissolving while I was reading that. As much as I want to laugh, this one just has me triggered because it's too real. This would be the perfect time to segue into some kind of ad for one of my products, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to throw this comment on there for no particular reason whatsoever. But in all seriousness, go and do it. If you haven't already got my lucid dreaming course, go and get it. And if you haven't already got my self-improvement course, then go and get that. Seriously, what are you waiting for? Anyway, thank you for that comment. Since you didn't specify, I'm not sure if you meant my lucid dreaming course or my self-improvement course, but whichever it was, I'm glad that you liked it and I'm glad that you found it helpful. Yeah, you really want to learn how to spawn items in real life? You want to know the secret? You want to know how you can do that in the real world? Just use a 3D printer. There you go, simple as that. That'll be $5 PayPal please. This one is also kind of too real. It happens all the time. Yeah, don't worry. When you do reality checks, they're not always going to work. You just kind of have to be prepared for that, and that's why I suggest doing a few different reality checks in a row. And take the process slowly, and don't just immediately assume that you're awake just because, you know, the tests seem to go normally. Because sometimes you're going to think it's gone normally when, yeah, in fact you have 7 fingers. So yeah, I think that'll be all for today. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you do head on over to my Gumroad page and check out my courses before you go. There's my lucid dreaming course, which is great if you're trying to learn how to lucid dream, but there's also my self-improvement course, which is just packed with 3 huge chapters of information. It is a massive course, and there is so much useful information, so many useful techniques in there. But rather than rambling about it, go and check those out. There's links to them both in the description, and there should be a link to one of them in the top right hand corner right now. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe and enable notifications. Check out my Patreon page or my products if you want to support me. And if you want to keep watching, pick one of the videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you soon. Take care.